Ever since the human race figured out how to make fire, we've embarked on a rapid race of inventions. From the wheel to the printing press, to the telephone to computers, to the internet, the human race continues to marvel and astound at the wonders it can create. Even now, technology is advancing at an ever-increasing rate. We are embarking on a new renaissance, and the new age of technology. The distant future isn't so distant anymore. It's coming at us at an ever-increasing rate. We can do more and see more than we ever could before. And here you are drawing porn of cartoon characters. Hi, I'm Professor CJ Civ, professor in all things cringe. Fandoms are something that have been a bit of a subject of dispute in forums around the internet. But probably not, actually. I've always seen them in comment sections around the internet and whatnot. But most people are completely against them. I mean, considering the hell that some of them churn out is pretty understandable. Some fandoms just need to stop. Steven Universe. Anyways, personally, I don't think that fandoms are bad. I mean, I'm in a lot of them, probably more than I should be. Actually, you know, there's no probably about that. I've reached a cancer level that shouldn't be possible. But if I'm being honest, they've all got something bad in them. Every fandom ruins itself somehow. And I've come up with a list of things that are good and bad as fandoms as a whole. It's not like a top 10 or anything, it's just in the grand scheme of things is what I've came up with. Fan art has two sides to it. It's either really, really good or absolutely terrible. Like, why would you even ever consider this to be a good idea? Now, I know there's some fan art out there that I really like, and I'm not going to show any of it because I'm too lazy to go find it again, but there's always a bit I quite like. But there's a lot more that I don't like. A lot more. And I know a lot of that's like opinion, like OCs or human versions of non-human characters or characters in different outfits, stuff like that. There's nothing wrong with those kinds of things. It's just not what I like. But for the rest of it, I'm pretty sure I speak for everyone when I say it just needs to stop. You know what I'm talking about. Well, probably not actually, but it's a little thing called Rule 34. And if you don't know what it is, I envy you. And I'm not going to explain it because I don't want to. But if I were you, I would not go Googling it. Seriously, don't. I Googled it, and I didn't know what it was. But I was scarred for life. My virgin eyes. Alright, this one is pretty similar to fan art, but I really don't get this one. I don't have a problem with fanfiction, I just don't understand it. I've never found a single fanfiction I've liked, but to be fair, I've never looked. Because I don't care. But there's probably some pretty good ones out there. I've just never found any. I don't really have a lot more to say about this, because it's pretty much the same as fan art, except with stories instead of drawings. Except, these get weirder. Because literally anyone can do it. With fan art, most of it's done by pretty good artists. Most of it. There's some that are terrible, sure, but on average, you've got some pretty good artists that work here. Even if they're drawing some terrible, terrible things. But with fanfiction, you can just open up a text document and type some stuff in. You got more freedom. You don't have to know how to draw something. You can just type it. But maybe people just think they're good, but they're not. It doesn't matter. My point is, it's easy to do. Hell, I could do it right now. I could open up a text document, do it, and write some steamy Sonic X Knuckles fanfiction. But I'm not going to, because I'm not insane. But I could. I don't want to talk about this. Do I have to? Yes. Yes, you do. But I don't want to. Alright, fine. I really don't get this one. For those who don't know what ships are, I envy you. Basically, a ship is short for relationship, but with fictional characters. Or real people, I suppose. Septiplier. Sorry. Basically, people take two characters and imagine them in a relationship. There's usually a lot of fan art involved and whatnot, but anyways, I really dislike this one. Because most people take two characters that have shown absolutely no interest in each other and just shove them together. A good example of this is Paper Hat. People, mostly from Tumblr, took Black Hat and Dr. Flood from Villainous, which is a miniseries on Cartoon Network. If you've never seen it, you should. It's pretty good. Now, throughout this entire show, there's only like 10 minutes worth. It's just a bunch of mini shorts, but there's nothing that even suggests that they'll do anything like that. Like, it's not even thought about. But another example is Amethyst and Pearl from Steven Universe. They've never had anything. Or what about Tom and Jaina from Star Wars Force of Evil? They've never even met and people ship them. Another terrible one is Build It. People have actually taken Bill Cipher, the psychotic dream Dorito who may as well be the pure embodiment of evil, and just shipped him with Dipper, who's a 12-year-old kid. And yeah, it's as terrible as you might think. This isn't how it works, Tumblr. There's nothing here that even suggests a romantic relationship. They hate each other. Side note, where there's also people that ship characters with themselves. Which is weird, but a little understandable. I mean, the Doctor's pretty hot if you know. Now, I'm not saying that you should never have any characters involved with each other. That's not what I'm saying at all. There's always a few good ships, like canon ones mostly. Like Stevonnie, that may as well be canon at this point. The fact that when Steven's about to be taken to Homeworld, he looks right at her and says, "I love you." I love you. That pretty much makes it canon. Although I suppose he could say that to the group as a whole, because he thought he was going to die. But I want to believe it's the first option. Mostly because it was Connie that talked last. It would make sense if Steven was talking directly to her. But another decent ship is Star and Marco from Star Wars Force of Evil. It's not quite canon, but it's been used for plot development.
I do have a crush on you.
God, that was a sad ending. Maybe we'll get Starco canon soon. All we need is to get rid of Jackie, because she stole Marco, that little bitch. Well, you can't have a fan base without the people in it. And most people in the fan base ruin it for everyone. Not a doubt. Now, normally people ruin it using a combination of the three above, whether it be drawing hell itself or dressing up as a cartoon pony. This is why no one likes you, brownies. But every fandom has a good side and a bad side. It's the same with everything. I don't really know where I'm going with this, but just bear with me. Every fandom has good people and bad people in it. Well, it's not really the people per se, but it's just more like what they do. Some people just need to stop. I mean, I probably should stop making this video too, but whatever. This is my advice on it. I wouldn't take it to heart, but you can. If you're making something, be it fan art, fan fiction, a meme, whatever, just look at it. Think to yourself, is this something that's worth my time? Is this a good thing to make? Is this a good idea? The answer is no. Just stop. It's easy as that. Alright, that's pretty much all I had to say. And to answer a question I've never actually posed before. Are all fandoms good? No, of course not. Are all fandoms bad? No. But take that with a grain of salt. You know what, just take everything I just said in this video with a grain of salt. Form your own opinions, don't listen to some random nerd on the internet. Alright, I'm done. You're probably sick of it listening to my voice.